These are the footballers who ruined their career and suddenly became feckless idiots overnight. First, we have certainly Eden Hazard, a top player, was the target for Real Madrid for a whole decade. Finally, in 2018, they signed him, but things didn't go as planned. Hazard showed up for preseason not in the best shape, and it was all downhill from there. At Chelsea, he hardly got injured. But at Real Madrid, it was a different story. In 2021, he admitted he might never be that star winger we knew from the Premier League. Over 4 years, Hazard played just 54 league games and scored 4 goals. Surprisingly, he never even played in a Clásico. What's even more surprising is that not many felt sorry for him, not even his teammates. Madrid mentioned he won 8 titles, but let's be honest, he didn't play a significant role in any of them. Eden Hazard could have been one of Real Madrid's greatest signings, but it didn't turn out that way. Sometimes fitness problems can really affect a player's career, but this time, this player ended his career with a transfer move that was worth more than 100 million euros. There was a time when Philippe Coutinho was one of the most recognizable faces in Europe. Then he joined Barcelona, and his career went down the drain. At first, Coutinho's career at Barcelona seemed promising, with satisfactory performances in his initial 2 seasons. However, it wasn't long before things started to take a downward turn. The Catalans realized they didn't have a preferred position for the Brazilian star, which left Coutinho in a bit of a football limbo. In an attempt to rediscover his form, he was loaned to Bayern Munich. After his loan spell, Coutinho returned to Barcelona, but his fortunes took another unfortunate twist. He picked up an injury that sidelined him for the entire season. He was loaned to Aston Villa, and a year later, he moved to the Saudi Pro League. This was truly heartbreaking to see his downfall. But this player cannot blame a bad transfer or an injury. He ruined his career all by himself. Mason Greenwood. Yes, you heard that right. When Mason Greenwood started his senior career, big things were expected of him. The English footballer played for Manchester United and was part of the youth team. In fact, when Greenwood scored in a UEFA Europa League match in September 2019, he became the club's youngest ever goal scorer in European competition at the age of 17 years, 353 days. He went on to become a key member of Manchester United's first team and even made his debut for the English national team. However, in January 2022, Greenwood was arrested after being accused of raping and assaulting a woman, and also on suspicion of sexual assault and threats to kill. His ex-girlfriend also produced evidence to prove that he was abusing her. In October 2022, Mason was charged with attempted rape, assault occasioning actual bodily harm, and controlling and coercive behavior. Although he's still very young, many can't help but feel that Mason Greenwood is one of the promising soccer players who ruin their careers. Let's take a trip back to the 2014 World Cup, where the football world witnessed a young German talent named Mario Götze. During that final, Germany's coach Joachim Löw had a bold request for him to prove that he's better than Lionel Messi, and boy he did. At just 22 years old, the future seemed incredibly bright for this attacking midfielder. However, as we often see in football, things can change rapidly. Götze later admitted that one of the biggest mistakes of his career was leaving Borussia Dortmund for Bayern Munich in the summer of 2013, but an even greater obstacle emerged. One that was difficult to detect, a metabolism disorder. This condition led to recurring muscular problems that repeatedly hampered his game time. Despite a belated diagnosis and a return to Dortmund, Götze, who now plies his trade at Eintracht Frankfurt, hasn't been able to fully capitalize on the immense talent that once prompted Jurgen Klopp to hail him as the best young player he'd ever coached. In May 2023, Paul Pogba's return to Juventus held immense promise, but it quickly turned into a heart-wrenching story. Making his first start since rejoining the club the previous summer, his return was cut short after just 23 minutes due to a thigh problem. The sight of Pogba leaving the pitch, his jersey pulled over his head to hide his tears, was truly heartbreaking. Tragically, it was later confirmed that the season had come to an abrupt end for Pogba, raising concerns that the 30-year-old might never recapture the form he displayed during his initial stint in Turin. Pogba's journey has been marked marked by both tactical challenges and persistent injuries, notably during his time at Manchester United. Muscular and ankle issues repeatedly sidelined him, hindering his quest to prove himself as one of the planet's finest footballers, a potential he undoubtedly possessed. Critics may highlight off-field distractions and concerns about professionalism, but it's challenging not to empathize with Pogba's current situation, considering how injuries have disrupted his career. Despite his World Cup triumph, there's a lingering sense that he could have achieved even more. But this guy was ranked just behind Messi and Ronaldo, but he ruined his career. Neymar's career, filled with extraordinary talent, has also been marred by certain decisions and challenges. His record-breaking transfer from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain PSG in 2017, while making him the most expensive player in the world, led some to argue that it took him away from the top-tier football environment he enjoyed alongside Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo at Barcelona. Injuries including foot and muscle problems have disrupted his playing time and consistency. Off-field controversies, legal issues, and reports of indiscipline have sometimes clouded his professional image. His tendency to exaggerate fouls and engage in play acting during matches has drawn criticism for sportsmanship. The immense pressure and expectations of being a young star have weighed on his mental and emotional well-being at times. While achieving success with the Brazil national team, he has faced criticism for the team's failure to secure a World Cup victory during his tenure. He later moved to Saudi Pro League club Al Hilal and probably will never return to Europe again. And there you have it. If you think we missed some mention, do let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our upcoming videos. Peace.